episode 5. It's the 5th episode. It is the 5th episode. It's the 5th episode of Button Check, powered by Mainline.gg. This is all the Smash Brothers news, tech, results coming your way from the previous weekend and what's to come the following weekend. So it's your boy Banjo. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am joined by uh, the guy who thinks Rock Lee is the best character in Naruto. Uh, Dragonite. Hi, Dragonite.
Hi, Banjo. Broccoli is not the best character. I've never said that. He's just a good character. But yeah,
He's
I'm
actually the
happy to
worst
talk.
character. He's the worst character in Naruto, to be honest with you.
You are so wrong. It
I'm
hurts.
not. I'm not wrong because he's never won a fight. Anyway,
Okay. Mhm.
Smash Brothers stuff. So the road to Genesis is paved with a bunch of good storylines so far. Like Smash has actually been absolutely insane because we are officially 1 month and 1 day in for Smash Brothers. You know, it's January 8th. The game came out December 7th of last year. It's been at least 31 days. So how you feel about it, dog?
Man, I'm really liking the game. I'm still having the character crisis thing, but overall, watching tournaments is so fun. Playing in tournaments is pretty fun. I love the roster. I'm excited for the DLC to just make the roster even better. I'm hoping there's some quality of life changes for menuing, but like overall, like this game has exceeded, I think, most everyone's expectations, which is so amazing.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing, like aside from like the game coming out, is like the DLC. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And I forgot that already we have like these goofy leaks once again. Like, I'm just sitting here like listening to some of these leaks. I'm just like, so
I don't
obviously
know.
I'm obviously I'm tilted because Banjo Kazooie isn't in any of them. But like now these leaks are getting to a point to where like none of this makes sense.
I agree. Like a lot of these leaks make no sense, and I'm not trying to spoil people that because it could be real, but like, dude, I don't know if I believe them at all. I don't know if I believe the frame data mine. I don't know if I believe the rumors of who's getting in, but we'll see how it plays out. I'm still excited. Piranha Plant and Joker are already pretty hyped, so
I'm pretty sure I'm
I
gonna
don't think
like
anything.
throw myself through this window in my room if Doom Guy gets in the game or Steve from Minecraft or
Man,
Ryu.
Steve would be great.
No, what? Why?
He would make so much sense.
No,
Steve would make
no, it actually wouldn't.
would. Minecraft is the
Why?
biggest game ever. Multi-platform. It's this new generation's like
Do you
Nintendo.
want me to? Do you want
Minecraft.
me to? You know another game that's multi-platform, that's like a character that's not gonna get in the game that's multi-platform, right?
Wait,
Uh, Sora. Sora is technically multi-platform, but Sora's
he
not gonna get in this game.
barely became multi-platform.
I mean,
Technically, he
hey,
hasn't even become two or like
I
three
mean,
platform.
being real with what you talk. What? He is a multi-platform.
Right, you
Nintendo
got it.
DS,
All
right?
right, you got it. No, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Xbox One, and
I'm
now
wrong.
you know what I'm saying? PS4. So like he's multi-platform. He ain't gonna make it in the game though. My man Doom Guy though, that's definitely a for sure thing. Doom Guy is definitely getting into the game.
Oh my, I do not
For
agree at
your
all.
Doom Guy. Out of all the the storied shooters
Why do
that
you
have
think
gotten
that?
onto the Nintendo gaming console, they picked Doom Guy, not James Bond, not
Uh, Chris Redfield?
Not Joanna Dark, and not freaking the guy from Time Splitters. They picked Doom Guy out of all people, yo. And
Unbelievable.
he's way too brutal for this game.
I agree.
Or
That's why I don't believe it. But we'll
or
see.
excuse me, because Bayonetta's in this game. He's not anime enough for this game. You know what
He's
I'm
not
saying?
Bayonetta's not as brutal as the Doom series.
Bayonetta literally puts enemies in a guild. She beats people with her hair. That's
No, but
brutal.
it's no, but Doom Guy is like ripping people to shreds. Like this is
Bayonetta
Gears of War kind of
Bayonetta
stuff.
gets a hair dog to eat you. Bayonetta is brutal. Bayonetta is brutal, but
Okay.
but I digress. I I'm not really feeling the leaks. You know what I'm saying? But that Joker DLC that got a lot of people excited, and I'm very happy that like Nintendo is like finally you know reaching out, like super reaching out. Like I want to see some like super like left field. You never thought this character would be in this game. They did it with Cloud. They did it with Ryu. I thought that was tight. But like other games have been doing this with DLC for years. Like
Yeah.
is like Injustice 2 has insane DLC. Dead or Alive 4 has insane DLC. I mean has insane character unlocks. Excuse me. Dead or Alive 4 came out in '06 before DLC was a thing.
Yeah.
Before DLC, actually represented a marketing model. What else? Injustice 1 had crazy DLC. Street Fighter
Yeah.
5, Street Fighter 4, the DLC and that was insane. But like I said, you know what I'm saying, I'm down with Piranha Plant and Joker. I
I
think it's
am.
cool.
I am too.
And hopefully I think what would actually add another dimension to this game is if aesthetically is if they did like costumes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm shocked that they haven't in Smash 4 they didn't mess with it, but in this game they should do what Injustice did and make premier skins like Black Lightning. I think has a Raiden has a Black Lightning skin in Injustice, and
yeah.
you do the same thing for like Dry Bowser in this game or stuff like that. And I'm so shocked that it doesn't. We don't have that. Like I don't know why don't have that.
Yeah, like Dry Bowser. I mean, Mario has two costumes. He has the Mario Maker and the Mario Odyssey costume. But it's just like, and then Yoshi has Woolly World. So there's some, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? There's some, but it's just like, yo, we want to see like different versions of these characters, in this game. I think that would add another dimension aesthetically. So,
sure.
the Road to Genesis, bro. Now you're a big brain when it comes, you know, what kind of quality you want in something.
Yeah,
And I've noticed this throughout, like a little bit throughout, like Smash 4 and whatnot. So
yeah,
Smash Conference happened this weekend, right? And it was dope. It was a very good tournament. And something that was a little new was that Hungry Box commentated top eight once again. This is the second time he's commentated top eight in a pretty big event. The first one being Ultimatum, and now a Smash Conference. So Hungry Box commentated top eight, and a lot of people were saying like his commentary is really good.
yeah.
His commentary is good, and he wants to
Agree.
commentate it at Evo now. And I agree. I agree. Like his commentary is stacked, but like so what's really in good commentary. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that like everybody has an idea of what they want to hear, but nobody really knows. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I think good commentary. You have to know the game relatively. You have to understand how it works and know like basic things about characters, like their combo game or how they kill and stuff like that. But a lot of it is like being able to project your voice very well. You're not mumbling. You can bring the hype, but you're also like, I mean, different. There's different kinds of commentators. Obviously, there's the hype commentators, the color commentators, and then there's like the kind of boring, like I'm just silly boring. I'm just analytical kind of commentators.
But here's my thing. It's just like people don't think that that's people who like that analytical aspect of it. They don't think that that's boring.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I kind of like boring because it's not necessarily boring. It's just not as hype or cannot can be not as hype. But in general, it's just mainly knowing what you're talking about and having good flow with your other commentator and just like being able to like accurately provide viewers so that they learn something or they're at least entertained and then that's all that matters because it'll keep them watching and it's entertaining and everyone's happy.
Yeah. See, and like a lot of that can be found in a lot of places, which is like the crazy part about like being like a good commentator because you know what I'm saying people there's good commentators everywhere in a lot of places and they will probably, well, I should say I'm not gonna say never, but for the time being, if you're a commentator trying to get in that upper echelon of like, oh, I'm commentating pools for somebody, or I'm commentating, one of these super majors, I feel like you gotta know somebody.
Oh yeah, it definitely feels that way. It feels so hard to get in to like the upper echelon, because a lot of them they're just friends with everyone, so they get that opportunity, and they do. They're good commentators, great commentators. But there are a lot of people out there that are good, and they just don't have the connections to really get the opportunity to even do something like that. And it's an unfortunate thing because you're gonna go with what you know. You're gonna go with what you've heard before, and you're just gonna like, why would you get this new guy that you don't really have a sample size for and doesn't really have a fan base when you could get this guy that's proven that he's really good, he has a fan base, you know him, he's a good guy, blah blah blah.
And it's kind of I'm not gonna say that like a lot of commentators are pigeonholed because of that, but it's just hard to break into like, break into the business. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to like commentate at Genesis 6, you're not gonna get commentary applications, bro. They're gonna reach out and talk to you if they want to be if they want to be part of the event. If they want you to be part of the event, they're gonna reach out there and talk to you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
for
So,
sure.
and it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? It can be difficult for some, but um, I think in good commentary that you got to I think education of like once you it ranges in certain things. So like if you're like in top 8 of something, then the ratio of education to entertainment needs to be like 60-40 or 70-30.
Yeah,
But
I
like
agree.
if you're like in like, top 32, top 48, top 96, top 72, then you need to like then that needs to boil down to like 50-50.
Yeah, for sure. I
And
agree.
I, and I think 50-50, that's the line. That's 50-50 is the line to where it never needs to be the education and entertainment factor needs to be 50-50 always. It doesn't need to be anything like less than that because if it does, then you get a different quality. The memes start to come out. The freaking oh he has a family and oh 69 oh well oh Dragon Ball Z every time they clap like stuff like that starts to come out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
So
agree.
I think that's what good commentary is. Like it's subjective and it's totally like kind of preference based. But you know what I'm saying? We all kind of have a general idea, but then it's like we have our preferences based off of that.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
but I want you to take this topic,
Oh
like
yeah.
this next
Okay.
topic. You know what?
So
Go ahead, bro. You got
yeah. So
it.
this last yeah. So this last weekend at Smash Conference United, there was a lot of controversy because it was held in CFL, and CFL is known for having like an insane crowd. And Music King complained about it about after he played a set versus Epic Gabriel that the crowd was crazy, blah blah blah, and
Hold
then it
up.
got it. Yeah,
Ain't that man from Florida?
yeah, but it doesn't like they were cheering that. So Music King technically lives in CFL, but Epic Gabriel is like more CFL than basically anyone else, I guess. They're like cheering for
like
their
a
boy, not the transplant.
like a
You
pack
know,
of wolves system type deal. Is that what this is?
yeah, so like Music King was complaining about it, and most people just chalk. I mean, they know CFL, but like they just chalked it up to Music King being Music King.
Yeah. Okay.
Came out later in a tweet by someone that was cheering, or like one of the people from CFL that just watched or whatever. He was like, "Why are you complaining earlier? Like the crowd was so loud that we made someone cry," and that's when everyone was like, What are you talking about? Like, why are you kind of boasting about this? That's not something to boast about." Like, you don't. How could you possibly boast about cheering so loud and obnoxiously in someone's ear that they started crying after the set or whatever? So then a lot of people started talking about where's the line between like being a good crowd and being a bad crowd. And I think people have to realize that sensitive to some people that have hypersensitive hearing or something like that. because that like they cannot do anything. Like even if they have headphones, they will hear you. But a lot of the time at an event, people are 2 feet behind you screaming at the top of their lungs. And if there's more than like 5 people, it doesn't matter how many headsets you're wearing, like you're going to hear them. And it can affect your play. And I think at some point you do have to just hold the L. Like you have to learn to get used to that. But at another point, it's like, where does it stop? Where does it draw the line for between me actually being able to play the game and adapt to what's happening and not just trying to not get distracted by the crowd? And it kind of has to balance. But I think in general, it's just I don't know. It was really ugly situation after I heard that they made someone cry, and I think people just have to be more mindful. Like you don't have to be that loud, and a lot of the time, our CFL is making fun or like not making fun. They're not cheering for their homie. They're cheering they're cheering against the other player. Smack. They're saying bad things about the other player instead of just saying "Let's go, homie" or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that. Okay, look. So as long as you're not doing no crazy ad hominem attacks, as long as you're not like, as long as you're not, you know what I'm saying? I would say, yeah, 2 feet behind me. Like as long as you ain't in my ear, as long as you ain't doing ad hominem attacks, and as long as you ain't touching me, then go off, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly, because this is this is gonna be, you know what I'm saying, the new standard, I guess. Well, it's not gonna be the new standard, but people, more and more people are getting like less and less, like more and more people are just getting pissed because it's just like nobody wants to treat this sport like it's golf. Like, oh yeah, you come up here, you say you give each other a handshake, and then that's the end of the set. Like, nobody wants Smash Brothers to be dry. Like, there's no
yeah,
camaraderie. You know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
We
That's
want
why
camaraderie. Yeah,
I think it's like, that's why I think, like, our region, Texas, is kind of cool just because it's just like we all love talking mess to each other, but we're literally going to IHOP right after that. Like it's not crucial to us. You know what I'm saying? We understand. Like like hockey came through last weekend and took Houston's money, and hockey posted that meme. It wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying? It was hilarious, and we understand that y'all coming from, but then Houston came up to Austin and did the same thing, and then you know what I'm saying. It's all in
yeah,
fun. This
it's
is fun
super
to
fun.
us. So you can, so it's like you know what I'm saying. You can't really like whatever. You're soft.
Boundaries.
You're
People,
soft.
yeah,
You're
boundaries.
soft. That's what this really is. You're soft, right? And like when you're a competitor, this is what you this is what you need to come to expect, bro. You're gonna play in hostile environments. I went to CEO. Them CFL boys ain't playing, bro.
Oh,
They're
facts for sure.
literally. I heard CFL assemble. 40 people rounding the tables, running to one setup to cheer against you. Like that's the type of environment you're gonna be in. And
Oh,
I really don't want to hear no. Oh well, I mean they should make it an acceptable environment. Like no, bro, this is not. No, nothing about being a competitor should be comfortable for you. It
true.
shouldn't. Like when you go to a tournament, it's one of two things always. It's either you're either that good to where you're gonna speed run the entire tournament, or the tournament is gonna be a grueling gauntlet of distractions
Yeah,
on your way to top eight. And then you gotta play some more. Like it's so like, to have these people complain about cheering, you know what I'm saying? In my experience, this is nothing.
yeah,
This is nothing. In my experience,
that's
this
fair.
this is nothing, bro. So I mean, y'all might, if you don't like it, you might as well like get used to it or put on
Yeah,
headphones every time you play. But as long as people ain't touching me, as long as people ain't attacking, like doing ad hominem attack, you can judge me by my set play. I don't care. That's what you're here for. That's why you talking smack. You can judge me by my set play, right?
For sure.
But like but just always remember that it's just a game.
Yeah.
And like and if you're taking these attacks personally, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You might need some feathers to stuff in that pillowcase because you might be soft. So,
Yeah.
but
For sure.
speaking of Smash Conference, we gonna move on to that in a little bit. But we got some delicious results.
Ooh.
Um, so there was three events, right? One overseas, but two really big ones on opposite ends of the country. We got SoCal Chronicles and Smash Conference. So SoCal Chronicles, 603 people. My man Void.
Um, Void is popping off, man. That man is winning almost everything he goes to. Like his Pichu is so fun to watch. Like it's crazy how well that character fits his playstyle.
That man won a little over 2 G's from SoCal Chronicles.
Yeah, that's nice.
He won a little over $2,000, and it seems like this man is not slowing down. I got Void in one of my picks to not only top 8 Genesis but definitely win it.
Hmm.
I got him as the favorite if he goes to
Really?
Genesis 6. I got
Well, I mean,
Void, bro, because that man.
we might got a side bet on that because I got Leo, but that's
Uh, that's gonna be something that we have to watch. But I think Void is just like
but yeah, Void
he's
is
doing some
crazy.
things that just ain't cool. Like he's like zero to deathing people, just flicking the C stick
Yeah, for sure.
into the blast zone, bro. Like it's ridiculous. But so he got first, followed by Eon with his Pichu and Fox, and my man Elegant.
Yeah, Elegant getting third.
Elegant got third with
His goal was top 32, and then he ended up getting third. So
he ended up getting third, bro. And I'm seeing a little bit of character specialist showing their stuff. So Larry Lur, uh, very consistent actually. This is his third top 8 for his third event. He got top 8 at Let's Make Moves, and he got second in Super Splat Brothers, and making top 8 here is SoCal Chronicles. This man, Larry Lur, happens to be pretty good. You know, um, Fox is I'm not gonna say Fox is a good character yet, but Larry Lur is just that talented of a player, to
oh
be
yeah, for
honest.
sure. And
That
then
talented of a player. And for a lot of characters that people really don't see potential in, but they've been character specialists, then that's what you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Larry Lur, Light, you know what I'm saying? Sam Sora, Mute Ace, like all these people, they're just they love their character specialist, and then the results are showing. So Schroeder got seventh with Luigi and Lucina. Zenu, Mario specialist,
fifth.
he got fifth as well. Ki or Ki or Key. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but either way, he got fifth with the Snake. Charlie the King with his Fox, and then Elegant going not only Luigi but also going Villager, which is tight. It was a crazy counter pick that once again no one saw coming. It was at Smash Fight Club 5, Super Smash Fight Club 5, where he pulled out Donkey Kong from nowhere.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a good set.
I screamed very, very loudly. I was very excited for that. But that's honestly the set to watch. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
for sure.
So watch Eon versus Elegant. Elegant was literally about to lose, and then he switched the Villager to give himself a chance. But no spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Well, check out Eon versus Elegant in SoCal Chronicles. That thing had 603 entrants, and Void is just showing his dominance over that region right now. I
Yeah,
don't
for
think that's
sure.
I don't think that's slowing down, to be honest.
I don't think it is either. I think Void is like just crazy how well he's playing, and he's so motivated, and it's really fun to watch. I'm so excited for Genesis. Genesis is gonna be so crazy. In
So
the people like Smash Conference. So if we look at Smash Conference, it had 487. It was in Florida, so the complete opposite side of the country. And you had first MK Leo, second Samsora, third Salem, fourth MVD, Both fifth placers were Mutace and the Buzz, and then seventh place was Myron and Morpheus. And then you had good people like 8-Bit Man, Dark Wizzy, Daff, and Zero in like ninth place. So like this tournament had, if you were in the US and if you lived in the US and you were a good player, either one of these tournaments, very few people were missing. Like Tweak, Cosmos, three that come to mind that were missing from these tournaments, and that's really it. So like Genesis is gonna have both of these tournaments combined essentially.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have Leo's Ike versus Void potentially. Samsora made the craziest loser run at Smash Conference with his insane Peach. Salem was showing off how good Link is. MVD's consistent again with fourth, rocking the snake, pulling the upset on Zero and doing really well, getting fifth that tournament. And then you have like the Florida locals, Morpheus and Myron using Mega Man and Olimar doing really well as well. And like the Buzz has been consistent. Samsora has been consistent. Leo wins his first tournament. Salem gets third at his first tournament with Link. Like the storylines coming into this are so freaking crazy, man. Like I'm so excited for the next month of Smash.
I really want to point out something that happened in Smash Conference United. So MK Leo comes in, right? He comes in with the Ike. He's been streaming with the Ike. You know, we all know that he plays his character. This man went 9-0. He went 9-0. So he played 9 games that day and he didn't drop a set. He didn't drop a set to anyone. He went through the entire bracket. He went through pools and he went through top 48 without losing a set. That is just like, that tells me that like in Smash 4 he was dominant. He was dominant. That tells me in Smash 4 after old dude, after Zero took a back seat, after he decided to retire for Smash 4, my man MK Leo, he went through the entire tournament without dropping a set. Let me rattle off some names. So first off, in winners quarters of his pool, he beat my man Big Chungus. That's huge, right? Then he goes on to beat 8-Bit Man, Myron, DeBuzz, Salem, and Samsora. Huh?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. He beat the 9th place player, he beat a 7th place player, he beat the Buzz who got 5th, he beat Salem who got 3rd, and he beat Sam and Grands who got 2nd. Like he beat everyone that was at the very top. He beat everyone. He was playing amazing. He was showing off how crazy Ike is. He was literally just like using Nair insanely well, and he was kind of just spamming it, and it was working because he knows how to abuse that character's great tools. Fun to watch.
And that's how we're gonna see like the meta develop over time. It's just like, oh, what character is winning this tournament? You know what I'm saying? So now when you go to For Glory and you play Elite Smash, like
you're gonna run into a bunch of Ikes.
You're gonna run into 50 million Ikes. You're gonna run into like 1,000 Pichus. Like nobody does that knit stuff anymore. I don't see Dr. Mario's and Palutena's online like I used to. Only top tiers, bro. Only supposed top tiers. But after Genesis, we definitely don't see. The set to watch is actually the set that Dragon I bet wrong. It was Samsor versus MK Leo.
Oh my lord.
I told that man that MK Leo
shouldn't have killed.
No. Actually, research shows that the blast zones from ledge are small on Pokemon Stadium 2, right? They're small on Pokemon Stadium 2.
You got it. You got it.
You know, I don't make the rules, I'll make the stages, but the blast zones from ledge are very small on PS2. So your $5 was definitely well earned. But Samsor and MK Leo, that's definitely the set to watch because those guys were kind of trading, actually.
Oh man, that was so crazy. Leo actually reversed 3-0'd Sam to win the tournament.
Yeah.
So like that was such a fun set to watch.
Yeah, and that's a hell of a pickup by Team E United with Samsor.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Samsor is going to be such a threat in this game.
Because early on, it's looking like Samsor, he ain't going nowhere.
I mean, Samsora lost in pools. He lost in winners semis or winners finals of his pool to Blank, the Crom, and then he made the losers run. throughout all of top 48. Like this man won, how many sets did he win? He ended up winning one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 sets to get the grands. Like that's a
Yeah,
lot.
his final record did end up being like it was 12-2, I think, was his final
Something like
record.
that. It
Yeah.
was like crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It was 12-2. So, um, that tournament, both of those tournaments were insane. And now that like, now that like we're 1 month out from
Hmm.
Genesis 6. So it's only gonna get steeper and steeper. I don't think that there's any like well we'll let you know. Me and Drago will let everybody know here. The events that are happening. Uh, leading up to G6. But as far as majors go, I think this is it. This is the final countdown. In four
Oh yeah,
weeks, we're gonna be over there in Oakland, California. So
sure.
uh, overseas though, which is what I'm hoping that this develops into. I hope the people overseas they come to the U.S. try to see what's up because gluttony
Yeah,
is kind of
Gluttony's wild.
he's dumping on the game
Yeah. So
real
Valhalla
quick.
2 happened in Denmark. It had a good amount of entrants. It was very big, and it was mainly notable because of Gluttony winning again, which is crazy because he's been a Wario main through and through since Brawl. He's been trying really hard, and now his character seems to be pretty damn good. And Leffen for his first Ultimate tournament, making top 8. So to round out the top 8, Leffen, Pokemon Trainer, and Whoopi Richter both got 7th. In 5th place, you have Yeti or Yeeti and Sive, and Sive is Inkling, Yeti's Pichu. 4th place was Meru, another Peach. 3rd place was Light with Palutena, which a lot of people are saying is a really, really good character, but we haven't seen much of. Number 2 is Vrayus, or Vravus, a Ridley player who's apparently like a Wi-Fi warrior, and he was able to actually show up, and he did great. He got 2nd. And then number 1 from losers because he lost to Light in winter semis in the set to watch. Because that set was crazy, and Light had one of the craziest pop-offs I've seen. All the way back and won with Wario. And it was a really fun tournament to watch. I watched a couple of the sets. PM player was there aside from Mr. R and S1 essentially. Leffen did great. He almost beat Gluttony as well. It was game 5, last stock, last hit. But Leffen's looking great. Whoopi's looking solid. He's one of the first like really high level Richters. And then Light and Reyes also like representing Ridley and Palutena really well because those are like characters that are considered pretty good but don't have that much representation. So I'm really excited to see how they do in the future and how those characters develop in the future. But that was a really fun tournament to watch, and it's something to look out for in the future because EU tournaments are going to matter. Because when EU travels to the US or Japan, they are going to make waves.
I agree because number one, I think probably going to be is going to be an interesting watch just because number one, this is going to be one of the first tournaments that we see Leffen in. You know what I'm saying this is going to be one of the first tournaments that Leffen played in. Also, uh, like I said, Gluttony. When Gluttony come to the U.S. and the only Wario experience was and that looked like it'd be more of an experiment than just than a Wario main to be real with you. So, Gluttony and Ravis, when these guys come through to the U.S., it's gonna be absolutely like insane, and I welcome them
Yeah.
because progressing in the meta, they are definitely going to matter. The set to watch in this one, Light versus Gluttony. This is the popular gif on Twitter where my man Light won, but this man almost careened off the stage when he won when he popped off.
Yep.
So go check that set out. Valhalla 2. It happened overseas in Europe, so check that out. So Gluttony is actually he's trending because this is going to be his second EU tournament that he's won, that he's gotten first in. But a couple of big dogs over here in the US early on, Sam Sora, Void, Larry Lurd, The Buzz, and MVD. For every event that they have gone to, they've gotten top 8. So it's going to be real interesting to see as they develop. Who's gonna join them. You know what I'm saying? I would say a couple others might be in that pool. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. I think
Meek,
ZD because he got top eight at launch. Well, he won launch, and then he was a top eight at another tournament.
let's make
bel-
moves.
yeah, he was a top eight at
Yep.
Let's Make Moves. So it's going to be real interesting to see how all of these storylines, all of these people finally collide here in a couple of weeks, and the lead up to that is going to be, pretty interesting.
Like
Uh,
concluding this tournament that's going to happen this weekend, TGC returns in Houston, Texas, your hometown. You got
yeah.
Best Nest.
So Zyro, my man Zyro, he wants to. So of course, he brought back the TGC returns. The pot bonus of $1,750. There's FGC tournaments on the side, of course, but the main attraction is definitely going to be Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. We got Best Nest coming through. He's actually pulling up in your hometown tonight, so
Yep.
that's tight. And of course, we have honorary Houston, Texas, Elegant, who just top eight at Socal Chronicles.
Hello,
He's gonna
Ultimate
be
Razor.
yeah, yeah.
It's gonna
This
be a
is
good tournament to watch
and
for sure.
it's going to be exciting to see all of these, these people who could be potentially really really good at the game finally collide. Best Nest is going to be a Shockwave this week, and there happens to be a guy by the name of Austin who happened to beat MVD. So these two, I want these two to play each other,
But yeah, I want
and
to see Best Nest versus MVD because MVD is also going to that.
mm,
By the time this comes out, that'll already happened. So we'll be talking about it next week.
yeah.
But like, I am so excited for that tournament.
Yeah. So we got TGC returns happening this weekend. Uh, it's gotten so big that my man had to raise the cap.
He raised it to
He,
300, I
he
think.
raised it to 300 people instead of the 256. So that means I need to sign up. Well, actually, you know what?
Better sign up.
Yeah, I probably should sign up.
Yeah, you
But
better sign up. Hello, how are you gonna miss that out? It's in your backyard.
well, I mean, I'm commentating it, so technically,
I'm
I'm
watching
not
it.
I'm not missing out on nothing.
No,
So, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Yeah, you know what? I should sign up.
yeah, you
Anyway,
should.
that
Yeah,
but anyway, that's our show. We hope
yep,
everybody has gotten a plentiful amount of information. Shouts out to those mainline boys, mainline.gg, for this wonderful platform that they have given us. And we are
for
using
sure.
the platform to uplift all of you guys to make sure that you guys know what's happening in your neck of the woods. May may it happen or not. So yeah, we're done. We're done.
We're
We're
done.
done. We're done. So we'll catch you guys next week, and we'll give you more delicious information on Button Check. I'm Banjo,
And Drago.
and we're out of here. Peace out. Bye.